podcast to capture the raw prison experiences of ex-offenders who have now revitalized their lives and become productive members of society. I myself have had the experience of being incarcerated, and it changed my life forever. Instead of allowing prison to break me, I used it to my benefit, and it forced me to become revolutionary. And with that, I give you With Time We Can.
What's going on, everybody? We back with yet another episode of With Time We Can. For this week, I got my very special friend. We met a couple years ago, helping out the kids with autism, and we just connected ever since then. So without further ado, I would like to introduce this week's guest, Lance.
What's up, bro?
What's good, man? How you doing, my brother?
Chilling, taking it easy, you know. Living the life.
So this week, I wanted to hone in on certain things. It's a lot of things going on in Philadelphia, a lot of homicides, a lot of turmoil going on in the city. And I just wanted to shine some light on a situation that my friend Lance got himself into. About a year ago, Lance was shot about 5 times. I'm sorry about that. I ain't want to make you 50 Cent now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Lance was shot 5 times sitting on his porch. Lance, I know Lance. He's not a person that's in the streets. He's not a person that's into any drama in the community. And I just felt the need to get him on the show, man, and just explain like a little bit about that process, about being a gunshot victim and surviving that, and how he felt through the process. But before we get into that, I just wanted to get some background information on you, bro. So where you from, man? Like, just what brought you to, the Philadelphia metropolitan area?
All right, so I was born in St. Terence Bay, Jamaica.
Okay.
So I'm Jamaican and all that.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, my father moved to America, Philadelphia. And like after a while, we moved up here for a better life. Like Jamaica was cool, but up here you can progress more within life if you put your mind to it, if you put the grind to it.
Right.
From then, like when we moved up here, it was just like everything got chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
So
how old was you when you moved up here?
I was like maybe 8, 9.
8, 9. Okay.
Yeah. So a couple years. I think it was like 98 when I came up here. It like from then to now, I seen a lot of changes in Philly with like the tone of everyone, how people act towards people. Like how times went from back in the early 2000s with the long shirts and the back.
Oh yeah.
Like everything changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some good, some bad, and very ugly things that change. Like I said, I'm not into the streets, but at the end of the day, I'm not out the streets. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like growing up, I'm in the county.
Okay.
So I don't see what goes on in Philly too much. So it was like up here in the county, it was cool for a while.
Right.
Then, once I graduated high school and moved on with life, I just basically had to put my best foot forward and become a man at a young age.
Right. So when you moved out here from Jamaica, did y'all go straight to Philly, or y'all moved to the county, which is outside of Philly first?
We moved to Southwest.
Oh, y'all moved to Southwest?
Yeah.
You grew up in Southwest, but then later on in life, like around high school, say?
Oh, no. I would say like 2001, I was in middle school.
Okay, and that's when you moved to the county?
That's when I moved to the county.
Okay.
And it was like night and day from going to Philly schools and then coming up here to the county and going to county schools. Everything was different.
Right. How so?
So, like, back then when I was younger, I wasn't, like, a troublemaker.
Okay.
But I was always getting suspended from school, and I didn't know why.
Wow.
I was always fighting somebody in school for no reason. Then we came up here to the county. I wasn't having no troubles in school.
Right.
Everything was smooth sailing.
Right.
I mean, I excelled in like some like science a little bit, math. English wasn't my strong suit, but I did it.
Right.
U.S. history wasn't my strong suit, but I got through it. A lot of the it was a lot of the shit that I had to get through.
Right,
and
right.
like, I liked it up here better, but Philly always had me coming back for some reason. It was
had that magnetic pull to it. Yeah, I get you.
It's like when you like, it's not the dangerous part. It was just like, you know, a lot of people that I know live in Philly.
Yeah, and it's lit. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's the city life versus the county life. You know, the county is a little boring. It's quiet. The Philly is loud. It's all your friends there. Yeah.
It's lively. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
So when I first left here, I went to Frankfurt and Allegheny.
When you first, now that you're talking about when
After
you first
high
left.
school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I had
moved back to Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Frankfurt and Allegheny every day for like 2 months. It was a new junkie on the steps.
Oh man, your steps.
Or I had an apartment and everything. New junkie every day. So it was like a new experience. I seen one junkie twice.
Wow. Okay.
2 times.
Okay.
That was it. He remembered me and everything. It was just like, yeah, like, it was just like, I didn't even know I was going to see you. But then after that, it was like maybe 2 in the morning. I'm just getting home. As soon as I locked the door, they started shooting outside.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That didn't scare me, but I just had to get away from like just going in the house 2 o'clock in the morning. They clapping out there, you know what I mean? So from there, I moved to Northeast, up 9th and Roosevelt.
Okay.
So from up there, I was cool. It wasn't like, you know, everybody knew each other, everybody was cool, but at the same time, you still had to keep an eye on your back.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, like everything was good.
How many years was you out back in Philly? Like
Back in Philly?
Because I know you graduated 2007, so you've been out in Philly from 2007 until.
No, I was out there from like 2008 or not. Yeah, 2008, 2009. So I was out there for a little bit. Moved a few times. The experience of moving from Frankfurt and Allegheny to 9th Street was night and day a little bit. It was more, you know, cloudy out there, but it wasn't like crazy.
Right.
From there, I moved to West Philly. Okay. Near the Police Station Museum on Parkside.
Okay.
I was over there, and it was amazing.
Okay.
Like, from where I was at, it was nice. It was clean. You know, Will Smith runs down there a little bit.
Okay.
Then you go around the corner, it's the hood.
Oh, man.
I mean, you can't escape it.
Yeah.
So from living down there, I moved to Vine Street. Now Vine Street, when I first got there in 2015, it was quiet, people out, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't nothing crazy. Couple times, late night, you hear gunshots, but it wasn't like right on the corner, and it was further out. And I've been there 2015 up until 2020. Now, January 27th, I was chilling with some friends.
Okay. Now this is like the gunshot.
Yeah,
right?
this is the gunshot and everything. Like, I was supposed to chill with my homie and like 2 other friends. Okay. So my homeboy came, you know, he went to the gas station, grabbed some Dutchers, you know, he was about to smoke and all that. So gradually, you know how we do.
Yeah.
And like, we was waiting on the girls. They was about maybe 5 to 10 minutes out. So, you know, we was like, let's just wait for them outside. So he waiting at the door. I'm by the steps just chilling. You know, we talking politics and everything. And then like 5 minutes after that, I just look around. I see 2 young black men running up. And I'm just like, that don't make sense. Because, you know, you running at 10 o'clock at night. Right. They ran up. I seen the guns. I told my homeboy running the crib, like, don't even look back, just go right ahead. Right. And he took off. He went upstairs, because I got, like, as soon as you go in, go straight up.
Yeah, that's how your house was.
Yeah, like, he took off. He went upstairs. For some reason, I'm now worrying about me. Okay. After I told him good safety. Right. I'm turning to go. I see him come back downstairs, so everything stopped for me real quick. So I had to motion around like, yo, like, stop playing. Yeah. So now I'm about to duck. I look up, I see blood.
Oh.
But I didn't even realize that I got shot because the adrenaline was going. Like, I couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, really peep nothing.
So it just happened that fast.
It happened that fast. As soon as I realized, like, I got shot, the cop, like, came up behind me with a full Nelson holding me, like, dragging me to the car.
Right.
I'm like, yo, you gotta get my homie first.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So he got shot too?
Yeah, he got shot in the chest.
Oh.
But
man.
he good, though. He came out the hospital, like, the next day, because it was a simple chest joint.
All right, so let me ask you, let's just back up for a second. So, you guys was sitting on the porch, not worrying about nothing, about the smoke and everything.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you see two masked men, young boys,
no mask, just straight run up.
They ran up on y'all. So why did they target? Why do you think they targeted y'all?
I don't know. Like, I'm not like flashy in the hood. I'm not broke. But I'm not rich. Like, I was just living the average black young man lifestyle, you know what I mean?
So
like,
it wasn't even nothing like...
they wasn't trying to take nothing.
They just was trying to shoot.
They was just shooting.
Really?
Yeah, like, it was no, like, yo, give up that phone, give up that watch. Because I had an Apple Watch back then.
Wow.
Not the big face, but the little joint.
Wow.
They wasn't asking for nothing. They just stood on the corner from where we was, and they was just shooting. And
do you think that they was targeting y'all, or do you think that they was just shooting at anybody? Like,
I mean, from what I saw versus, like, if you see it, they was just targeting, I guess, the direction that we was in. So it's not like we could be like, all right, well, they probably was aiming for somebody else. It was just us two right there.
Right.
So they just let it off, and you know, next minute I see the cop come up, grab me. I'm trying to tell him to get my man.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I got you. Rush me to Lankenau.
Okay. Now, from between the time that you got shot or saw that you got shot and then the cop coming to get you, how much time in between that was you actually there? Like did it just seem like it was instant, like the cop was right there, or did you have to lay on the ground for a little while?
Oh no, I never fell to the ground. I stood strong the whole time.
Wow.
And then when I realized that I got shot, because I had a lot of adrenaline going, you know, the shots were so loud and they were so fast. They said it was like 28 bullets on the ground. And it was two I want to say Glocks, because I seen both of them had two joints. They said it was a machine gun. I'm like, no, y'all got that wrong.
Right.
It was two handguns, because they both was, you know what I mean? So when I realized that my homie got shot, because he flew with the door, like the door swung open, and he was like flying with that joint. So I seen him get hit. At that point, I didn't know if I got hit, because I was more concerned about him, because I was about to go over there, like pick him up, go in the crib, something. It just happened so fast. When he fell, I tried to turn back around because I know he's down. I don't know if it was fatal or not. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do now.
Hey, so Lance, man, so where exactly in your body did you get hit at, though?
Where I got hit?
Yeah.
The first place I got hit, what I can remember, was my right shoulder. I got hit in my hand up here, like I got metal up here.
Okay.
They said a bullet hit me in the jaw. Now I didn't know this until like I got my brackets taken out, because it went straight through the teeth. It went straight through my jaw and everything. I didn't know that.
Okay.
They had me wired shut for, I think it was like a month or two.
Right.
I got hit in the leg, and a bullet grazed my throat.
Wow. And I could see the mark right there.
Oh no, this where my trach was.
Yeah.
Cause I couldn't talk or nothing, because it hit the artery.
Okay.
So for them to like fix the artery, they had to put like actual metal upside in my head.
Yeah.
So I got metal in there. I got metal in my jaw, because you know that joint went straight through the jawbone and everything. So
right.
You know, like living with it now, it's not bad, but it's not like regular. Like I got to get adjusted to the whole like using my hand in a different way. Like it's going. They said it's gonna take time for me to get like full use of my hand, but I could use it. It's just like certain things I can't do.
You just can't. Yeah, you just can't do. Yeah,
like cooking. Like, but when I first came out cooking in the kitchen, I was not cooking nothing, and I'm a chef, so you know I'm in the kitchen.
Right.
So I had to adjust to that. You know, I had to adjust to coming back home, living with mom, because you know all that. But
yeah, you like, man, I'm done with that.
yeah, I'm not. I ain't going back there. But that's not stopping me from moving forward in life as far as like getting out the county or getting out of PA. Like I got bigger dreams than just staying in Philly.
Right.
Now, the whole time I was in the hospital, I kept thinking to myself, I shouldn't have made it.
Really?
Yeah. Because, like, talking to, like, some of the surgeons, the trauma guy, like, his name was Chuck, funny guy.
Okay.
I couldn't talk, but he knew what I was saying. Every time he was telling me what was going on. He said, from when I left Lankano, they flew me to Jefferson. Like, I woke up for a split second, knew I was in a helicopter, took me to Jefferson downtown. And he said, I almost didn't make it 2 times.
Really?
So I guess I died twice.
Damn. And like, now, do you remember that part? Like just being out of it, or maybe being in the spirit world, coming back? Or or it just feel like you was asleep the whole time?
I mean, it felt like I was asleep, but the whole time, my mind was still going. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nothing stops what's going on up here. And, like, when I woke up, like, a lot of things kept coming to my mind. I was like, I could do this in a different way. I could do this in a different way. I can change this in a different way, move here and enjoy living here in a different way. And I was thinking about that a little bit, but not on that level. Like, getting shot, it wasn't like I was just like, all right, let me just, you know, pick up and go. Like, picking up and go isn't like something that I was thought about. But moving and growing myself was always on the table. It just wasn't like I wasn't putting my best foot forward. I was just living where I was. I was comfortable.
Okay.
And in Philly, you really can't be too comfortable unless you in like one of like the county or one of them neighborhoods where you know you can feel safe around. It like getting shot really like changed a lot about me. Like I was always like determined to do stuff. Now I'm doing the stuff that I'm determined to do. Right.
All right. Now I wanted to ask a little bit about going back to the young boys that got you, man. Well, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey, and it's a lot of, back when I was living there, it was a lot of gang activity out there. And honestly, when I hear that these 2 little boys just hopped out and just start shooting you, that kind of triggers something in my brain, and it sounds like some initiation to some gang stuff. Like the older guys is, hey, if you want to get down with us, you gotta get your stripes. Go shoot anybody.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm starting to think about Philly. Like I'm starting, because that just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Like right now, I feel like Philly is a melting pot. Like everything is going left. Like I mean, Philly's always like something going wrong, but just looking at it now versus like a couple years ago. Yeah. Like it's the murder rate is increasing. Right. The gun rate is dropping. Like people is going, everything is going wrong. And you know the whole Rona situation, it ain't stopping nothing. Right. People still out there doing whatever.
Absolutely.
It ain't never gonna change. I mean, they say it's a page on Instagram called No Gun Zone.
No Gun Zone, y'all, at Instagram. No Gun Zone.
No Gun Zone. It was a time when it was a shooting around West Philly. This was like 2018, I would say. And I wrote him, And he didn't respond to nothing like that, but he typed up, I guess he looked at it, typed it up, yeah, it was a shooting around 63rd and Vaughn, but trying to get acknowledgement to say, like, do you know what happened?
Right.
He never acknowledged me. But that's not this, that's just saying, like, you could have wrote me back and said, do you know what's going on?
Right.
Are you okay? Is the community okay?
Right,
and
right.
I mean, he's doing his thing. Don't get me wrong. He's having like community funds, stop, no gun zone. He's trying to do what he can do for the Philly, but it's but so much one man could do.
Yeah.
The whole city has to change as a collective group versus one man trying to say, y'all gotta come better than this. Like,
and just for the people out there, No Gun Zone is it just Instagram or Twitter too?
I only seen his Instagram.
Well, it's an Instagram page where every shooting or homicide that happens in Philadelphia, it gets put on that page. So it's like a news outlet to let the citizens of Philadelphia know what's going on. And anytime you hear about a shooting or anything, you want more information, you could just go to the IG at No Gun Zone, and that will update you on what occurred and where it occurred and the time it occurred and where you could read more about it. So he does a really good job with that. Shout out to No Gun Zone.
And a crazy thing about saying No Gun Zone, he actually covered my shooting.
Yeah.
He said, 2 young black men got shot on 63rd and Vaughn. One got shot in the he said, well, in the thing it said my neck, but it was really like my throat. Yeah. And I was just like, I never thought I would have been on there.
Yeah.
For that reason.
Exactly.
I thought I would just be reading up like little dumb stuff that went on and occurred, but it really happens to any, like I always say, if it happened to them, it can happen to anybody. Right. If it happened to me, of all people, it can happen to anybody. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's like I don't want to say nobody's safe out there, but at the same time, you can't say you're gonna be safe for forever. You're gonna experience something out there. You're gonna see something. You're gonna run into something, or you might be a victim of something. Right.
Yeah, man. It's just a lot of turmoil in the city. And what do you think that the city could do to change that?
I mean, the city can speak up when they see violence. A lot of people now they have their phones, they recording. I mean, that's cool and all to say what's going on, but it only takes a split second to dial 911 on anything you see. You could see someone fell. Someone got robbed or whatever the case is. Filming it is okay, but making sure that help is on the way for that person. Right. Or if you see if you know you can stop it or whatever the case is, just put your best foot forward and try to do something.
Now today is October 1st, and you got shot in January.
January 27th.
January 27th.
At 10:37 p.m. Don't ask me how I remember the time.
I mean, it was a life-changing event, of course.
I remember everything that happened that day.
The thing is, it's been less than 10 months since you got shot 5 times, once in the mouth and once in the throat. And and amongst other gunshot wounds, and you're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're able to sit here. You're not paralyzed. You're not talking out of a tube or anything. Like me and you, we just went to Wendy's and just busted up. Yeah. And that just I just want to say, man, that really lets me know. I know you already know this, but it lets me know that you really are here for a reason. Yeah. And I don't know what your purpose is in life, but the man upstairs, a man or woman upstairs, really had a purpose for you. Because that I never even heard of nothing like that. Somebody getting shot in the face, the throat, the arm, the back, the leg,
everything.
You got shot up everywhere, and then you said it was 28? About 28 bullets, bullets on the floor, and you didn't die.
I didn't go.
You didn't go, man.
I was like, from when it initially happened, like I said, I I was conscious for the drive to Lankenau. Like the cop just kept saying, "Talk to me, talk." I was saying anything at that point.
Yeah,
He was with it. I mean, he was flying, but he was with we talking about anything.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got there, you know, they put the little mask over you and started pumping the joint. I mean, from there, I remember them snipping down the clothes and everything and getting me in there. And I remember flying in a helicopter, and then I don't know how many days it was, because at that time I had no phone, I had no sense of what time it was.
Right.
I just had TV.
Yeah.
And I was just watching that the whole time.
That's it.
And when I woke up from that, I was on the breathing tube.
Mm-hmm.
And when I fully was woken and I was aware, I was told that I was up doing stuff, like making hand gestures to people. I don't remember none of that.
Wow.
Because I was heavily drugged. I was on like maybe 5-6 different drugs. Fentanyl, I don't even know the names. I just stick to one. I just stick to the weed.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, what a hell of an experience though, man. What a hell of an experience. Like, so, you know, how has getting shot changed you?
It made me, like, before I was like more shy to express myself with things, but now it's like I was almost gone. So with me realizing like life is like you can go in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Ain't no need to hold back what you got going on. Like I'm not in the streets. I'm not no violent person. None of that. But you know, from this experience, it just taught me I got to put my best foot forward with a lot of things.
Right.
Like I think before I act.
Right.
I don't act out too much, but when I do, I know that it's not in a bad way or nothing like that. It's just showing me now what I want out of life. I gotta take it, not just sit back and say, "All right, I'll get it next month. I'll start doing this next week. I'll start doing this in like New Year's resolution." No, like
that's
my whole thing was. Like, I was always a fat young bull. Fat bull.
Right.
Now, getting shot, I said to myself, I'm going to go to the gym. Now, I had to wait until I had surgery to check up and make sure I can go back to work, which I'm starting soon. Go do anything, things like that. I'm going to California tomorrow. So, when I come back from Cali, I'm starting up a gym membership. I'm changing everything about me. Like, I'm not changing my personality, my look, the way I handle situations. Like, I handle them really well. But it's just, you know, I can't go down the same road that I was going down. I need to put my, like I said, my best foot forward and make these changes that I've been saying since 2012, young boy days, you know what I mean?
You know, I do want to say this, man, and I'll say this, you know, on the camera. You really a strong guy, man. You're really a strong man. I remember when I first found out you was shot, and you know, it actually really scared me. And I wasn't even the one sitting in the hospital with 5 holes in my body, but you know, it scared me because it's just like, you know, you have that notion like, you know, Lance and I are in the same body of work. You know, we kind of do the same thing. You know, we be around some of the same people. You know, it's getting so easy in Philly to just get shot nowadays. Like, you don't even gotta be a street guy. You don't gotta be in the mix.
You could be in your home.
Yeah.
You could be minding your business.
Right.
Not caring about what's going on. The bullet come through the window.
Right.
Like, bullets have no name on them.
Exactly.
They just have a destination after you pull that trigger.
And our people, we have to love, honor, and respect our people before we can expect anybody else to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could scream all this, you know, equality stuff, but, you know, God, good men like yourself can be just sitting on the porch, mind his own business, and be almost dead.
Yeah.
And now you got a lifestyle change. You got almost 10 months of just trying to recuperate and get back to the same person that you was. You know, and that's strength. That's maximum strength right there.
Yeah, how you look at life. Like, I knew someone that was shot before, and he mentally he was a strong guy, but after getting shot, it broke him. Like, he only got shot in like, 2 of my homies got shot. Now, one of them, he got shot with a shotgun in his leg. I mean, it wasn't nothing vital, like serious or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it was a shotgun. And he almost lost his leg.
Yeah, he tore it off.
Yeah, he got a boot, but he rapped.
Okay.
So, you know, it didn't break him from what he wanted to do. But my other man, he got shot in the arm, like the upper arm and his leg. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not bad. I'm not saying that you should be getting shot in the arm and leg, you know. I'm just saying that's not bad, like super crazy areas that's gonna like stop anything from working. But after he got shot, it broke him. Like right now he just staying at home every day. He don't even like going outside. He don't even like opening the door for packages. He don't like looking outside. He just upstairs every day. Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought about living that life, just being closed in. But me, I'm like, I just like to be out and try to be a little free.
You want to live we the same age.
Yeah.
You want to live your life, man.
Yeah,
you
I just
want to
turned
live
30.
in fear forever.
Yeah, I just turned 31. I went to Vegas, so you know the time difference. You know the time difference. I'm looking at my phone. It say 12 o'clock on the plane. I was like, all right, well, this is a little crazy. It's my birthday and everything. When we land, I turned the airplane mode off. It said 9:30. I'm like, oh, we gotta live this again. Turned 31 twice.
Right. Hey.
Man.
Shoot, maybe I could get there on my 30. I just turned 29. So, but yo, Lance, man, I definitely want to humbly thank you, man, for sharing your story. It was great to hear from me. It's very therapeutic just to, you know, hear the strength of somebody, and that was a gunshot wound. And before we get out of here, man, is there any, you know, one-liners or any advice you want to give to other victims, or even the guys that, you know, even the guys that's doing the shooting? Like, you know, is there anything you want to say?
Now, I'm gonna aim this at the shooters real quick. Now, that could be, you could shoot anybody in the world, but think about if that was your dad, your little brother, your little cousin, your aunt, you know, so on and so forth. You don't want that for them, so why put that on somebody else?
Right.
And this one for the victims, y'all gotta keep your heads up, man. I know it's gonna be dark times. Y'all gonna fear a lot. Just don't let that consume you. Don't let that take you off of, like, you know, living your life. I mean, you gotta change some your location, because you don't know if they're gonna come back or not, or what's going on in the section of neighborhoods you live in. But you gotta, like, try to evolve from where you at. Like, move above if you can. If you can't, I mean, try to, like, not get yourself back in the predicament that you was in. I mean, you never know what's going on.
Right.
Like I said, in my case, I don't beef with nobody. I'm not in the streets. I'm not flexing and flashing on nobody.
Exactly.
I live just like a regular person.
So it can happen to anybody.
It can happen to the richest of the rich, the brokest of the... Look at what happened with Pop Smoke, man. R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
R.I.P.
He was a young up-and-comer. And people was just hating on him.
Right.
Look at what happened to XXX.
Right.
Young boy changing his life with the music thing, and they took him.
They took it
for no reason.
Right.
So I mean, for the victims, like, I want y'all to keep y'all heads up. Like, you're gonna be scared the first couple months. Don't get me wrong, but keep the people you love and cherish close by, because they gonna be the ones to be there for you. They gonna be the ones to help you. They gonna be the ones you can talk to. They gonna be the ones there to help you through the situation. And you gotta make sure you have a circle of people that you can call on to say, listen, man, I'm having a bad day. it's not. I'm not feeling right. Like you gotta get it out your system. You can't let that stay in you, because if that stay in you, that's gonna make you not want to be outside. That's make you not want to do anything. When I got it out my system, like a couple people a couple old heads that didn't know, and I told them, they almost had a heart attack, and they was like, "You laughing at the situation?" I was like, I mean, at first I wasn't laughing at it, but now that I told my story so many times, it's like I'm still in shock that I got shot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, like I got shot. But at the end of the day, like I'm around. I'm here to tell my story about the whole thing.
Right.
And like if I can reach the shooter or the victim with this thing, I mean, I would like to say for the shooters, just put the guns down, man. It ain't necessary. At the end of the day, it ain't solving nothing but taking somebody out the streets.
Right. So I'll just, nothing else being said, man. Yo, appreciate you again for coming on and sharing your testimony, man.
Yeah, man.
And another episode, great episode in the books. Follow us on IG at With Time We Can, on YouTube at With Time We Can, Twitter at With Time We Can. I appreciate this episode, man. We out.